I wanted to do Slaves to Darkness once more, but I think it's been way too long since we had the book excerpt about Space Marines. Yeah, I love Space Marines. What can I do? So I went through the dredges of the earth and unearthed the book of the Astronomicon, and we'll be looking at the chapter of White Scars Space Marines. The White Scars chapter of Space Marines, as presented here, may be regarded as a representative example of the Imperium's elite forces. The White Scars have acquired a fearsome reputation, and their name alone will inspire fear amongst the citizens and the enemies of the Imperium. Like most chapters, the White Scars are fiercely proud of their heritage and history, and troopers and officers alike wear their badges with honor and distinction. The chapter has been instrumental in achieving many important victories for the Imperium, not least of which was their part in the destruction of the Tyranid High Fleet Behemoth, 745 of the current millennium. Strangely enough, this remains the White Scars' only actions against these foul servants of chaos. For over 2,000 years, the chapter was given the task of policing the dreaded Corlane Circle, comprising a densely packed cluster of systems. Corlane lies towards the galactic center and close to the domains of the Wark warlords. For many years, the chapter not only had to quell the rebellious Corlanians, but were also engaged in an endless series of wars against the Orcs. The chapter is currently on a counter-revolutionary tour of the mining systems of Rad Ox, a small system in the third quadrant. The chapter is a mobile one. Its headquarters is the vast space barge/monastery Constantinus, and the White Scars fleet numbers over 100 crafts. The majority of these are fully warp capable, and so the chapter has an unusually high number of astropaths and navigators attached to it. The latter include a large number of full brethren, although these Marines are rarely committed to battle. Apart from this, the White Scars are remarkable for their courage and tenacity, but the same could be said of the other chapters. One unit which is unique to the White Scars is the Soul Drinkers. Yes, the Soul Drinkers. This is a special assault group of which all the members are veteran hand-to-hand combat specialists. The numbers of the squads in the group varies, but there is normally at least one available to the commander. All of the Soul Drinkers have champion status and are armed with power swords and reflector fields in addition to their power armor. They are drawn from the ranks of the normal companies and represent those Marines who have been particularly successful over the course of previous battles. The Soul Drinkers have full company status, but rarely have more than 3 squads extent. And do not have any higher officers. The squad leaders, sergeants, report directly to the lieutenant commander. The Soul Drinkers have their own distinctive shoulder badge and honor banners, and it is every White Scar's ambition to be chosen for this unit. The chapter also has the capacity to field specially upgraded Cobra squads. These are equipped with jump packs so that they can deploy rapidly and remain highly mobile. If used, the Cobra squads will be under the direct command of the company lieutenant, with support from the jump pack equipped medics. Each of the chapter's companies is able to equip a portion of its men as a Cobra force. Companies of 4 and 7 maintain a permanent list of 4 squads, each 4 Cobra squads, and these squads wear appropriate insignia in addition to their normal chapter regalia. And this is the interesting lore about the White Scars in the Book of the Astronomicon, which is quite interesting. What follows next is basically a combination of data sheets for the units involved, and there is, Little lore attached to it otherwise. Though there is something interesting that talks about, and I want to get to it. Oh yeah, one of the interesting things that the White Scar Soul Drinkers, these elite squad guys, have like a bleeding heart on one of their shoulder pads, which I think is kind of funny. But no, what I want to get to is, if I can find it in this thing, is... and I think that I'm not able to find it for some reason. And because I really liked it, it talked about... Oh, this is the Black Shadow sidecar combination. The Vincent Black Shadow bike is a very common machine in the Imperial forces. The armored sidecar is a popular modification, offering additional crew carrying capabilities with little loss in powers. Bikes of this general type appear in units of the Imperial Army, the Space Marines, the private armies of Imperial commanders, the forces of the Adeptus Arbites, the entourage of rogue traders, and indeed all types of human forces, from planetary police to galactic pirate raiders. The profile is slightly changed to allow for the additional weight and some up-armoring. The sidecar seats one warrior together with his forward-firing specially mounted weapons. This is normally a heavy weapon, and often a multi-melta. Any other heavy weapon could be mounted instead, but the multi-melta is generally favored. The bike carries the standard armaments of 2 forward-firing bolt guns. These fire in unison at the same target. Normal bike rules apply, but the following modification, whatever. This talks about what a bike can do. Again, interesting. This way of going through old lore is interesting. We see that Tyranids were considered once part of chaos, servants of chaos, in fact. Which, okay, I can see that. I can see why you would do that. I also hate the bugs, so the books got to go. And anything else? Yeah, no, that's about it. The Soul Drinkers are again funny because, Soul Drinkers, and there's a chapter named Soul Drinkers, and especially their bleeding heart thing on the pauldron is funny to me. But this has been all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.